we're gonna react to this live.
Find out in real time, I guess.
That looked like a Jets touchdown to me, but it's gonna be tough about when they decide if he had control. He was on the ground and they ripped it out after.
I'm calling it a touchdown.
That's a touchdown, right? I think so. I mean, this matters a lot for the second. Oh, they put the points on the board.
Where I was raised.
Whew, how does Rodgers do this? 900 Hail Marys for this fucker. Anyway, go ahead.
It is a skill. It is a skill. The late steam on sides has been just getting obliterated. Correct?
Yes.
But this total was bet up today. So this opened like 42 and a half.
With all of the wind,
that's the thing. It got bet down to like 40 and it came up all day, even though we saw winds. We saw, it ended up closing 42 a lot of places. There was a road 42 and a half, but there was some action to the over despite every, pregame, every person in New Jersey, like, oh, it's pretty windy today.
I'll tell you this, the some of the steam yesterday game day was fine, but a lot of it was just got absolutely slaughtered.
You know what the nice part about that is?
What's that?
I didn't have anything to play in this game. I didn't have anything I really liked. I said I liked the side, but I liked it a lot better earlier because when I wrote the newsletter, it was at -1 still. Said I played the Jetson contest, don't like anything. I'm just gonna play Lazard stuff.
Oh, that was it, right? You just got it all.
He needed like 34 yards. That was it total. That was his total yardage total. I didn't even think of that with who came down with it. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, maybe Downing.
Lazard.
Downing.
That was beautiful, beautiful Hail Mary.
Well, Lazard played with him in Green Bay. He's done some of that. We've done
Jets season saved. I was ready. I was sharpening the knives for that. This is it. It's over. They can't tackle. They can't run block. They're undisciplined. This is there's some quit in this team, but that was a pretty wild swing.
Are we going to see teams turning away Ben Johnson, turning away all the other, and saying Todd Downing? We need somebody who's come from the Todd Downing tree.
I will tell you this. It's impressive that Todd Downing has this run game going, Andy. They got 48 yards on the ground from a unit that can't run block to save their lives. Oh my God. The run block win rate for the Buffalo Bills D line, which is missing 3 of their best players, is like 99%. It feels like you have guys that are just
getting the pass block
through clean. The pass blocks have been terrible too. Yeah, Teron Smith ready to stick a fork in him. Moses doesn't look like he should be out there. The interior offensive line is stinking. Like, yeah, this unit has been very, very underwhelming. Second most disappointing unit to the Jets' run defense, which was getting absolutely pushed off. Just in general, the tackling for the Jets has been quite bad. I mean, the refs are calling this an over game with the way that they're calling some of these penalties. Yeah. The second half total opens up. Oh, actually, we're still waiting for a total. Second half side is Buffalo Bills money line -110. Jets money line -106. Spread is a pick 'em also. And the total is 21.5. Juiced to the under -112. Over 21.5 is -104. So opens slightly in favor of the Bills, who get the ball first and who have, I think the kind of important part for me in the handicap here, Andy, is that the Bills are not in a negative game state, which means they don't have to count on their receivers creating separation against a good secondary, which means they can continue to lean on their
very
running
successful run attack right
now.
Both, Ty Johnson's only gotten the ball a couple times, but both he and Ray Davis have looked pretty good. Oh, yeah, we got
almost 6 yards per rush. Almost 6 yards per rush. Pretty amazing. I don't know that the Bills are fumbling the bag here. I see it. I have a hard time seeing that happening because I think Josh Allen is on one tonight. He's sharp. He doesn't look like he is bearing any of the ill effects of the ankle or hand or head injuries. And I also would say that he's a very tough man to bring down. That touchdown drive ultimately was because of his escapability, which almost cost them the possession. They fumbled, they recovered. There was a little chaos. Johnny Chaos wanted to show up for a bit there, but
Johnny Chaos.
Eventually he they settle down, they get the touchdown, and I think they probably are the side here, although there's two-way action here. So this got bet out to Bills -119, and it's back down to -112. So with limits up in the second half, we're seeing some support for the Jets, actually. So riddle me this.
4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 on third down. 6.8 yards per play. They were smoking the Jets in yard per play. Obviously, that last drive kind of threw things for a loop on that. The Jets had like 5.1, and it jumped up to like 7.5.
7.4,
so
yeah.
Little tough to judge that. But yeah, the Jets are not running the ball well. They're not sustaining the drives. They're that one good drive, one Hail Mary, and a couple of ones where they went backwards on some penalties.
A lot of negative runs and some bad penalties and sacks there.
I'd like the Jets to win for contest stuff.
Yeah.
But I'd have to go Bills or under.
You want to go under? Because
not even a little bit, man.
Well, so here's the thing.
Not only is it low, but you're paying for it too.
Not only is it low, but you're paying for it. But even more than that, I like the successful drives for the Bills in this second half. They take 8 minutes, right? Yeah. Is really going to be much fewer possessions, I feel, in the second half than
third quarter under.
I know. I would also point out the fact that in a very kind of why not just go for it spot for the Bills at 4th and 2. McDermott elected to punt. He's kind of back to his old. He's going to find ways to keep this game lower scoring in the second half.
I'll let you choose. I missed the whole first quarter. Rooney.
The first quarter was really just a good scripted drive by the Jets, and then running plays that were the Jets had to overcome. Garrett Wilson is doing a nice job creating separation. His chemistry with Mr. Rogers is pretty damn solid.
Starting to get there.
Yep. 6 targets for Garrett Wilson, 6 catches for 68 yards. He's probably going to make his total.
All right. You got to make the call then.
Under 21
I missed the first quarter.
-114. Yeah.
Okay.
Under 21.5, -114, I think is the answer here. This, what this game reminds me a lot of, if I had to really put a point on it, week 1, Niners, Jets in Monday Night Football. That was a game that had 12, 16, 28 points in the second half, so it went well over the total. But I don't know that I am that convinced that the Jets are putting together solid scoring drives here outside of whatever happens in garbage time.
Moondog, his buddy Moondog loves the podcast. We're just happy the Moondog's safe after hurricane.
Yeah, Sarasota, right?
Yeah. Hopefully everybody in Florida. It was kind of nice that it wasn't nearly as bad as it was. So the Jets keep running flea flickers. That got blown up. That was probably they're feeling.
If we play the under, I hope they keep running flea flickers. Yeah. So the over took money, and we actually get a clean -108 now on under 21.5. You can wave me off if you think this is just a flat out over game.
I don't think it's a bet. I think both lines are pretty good. This is a tepid take as far as ours go. Huh. We've had a few weeks where it's like we know what we're going to play in the second half. It's a strong feeling. This is a good play. When you shackle us, you put the handcuffs on us, guys, and make a second half play. Sometimes you worry. Sometimes I worry that these aren't the strongest plays I've ever put out. But I like the running game, and I like the Jets not being able to complete drives other than the scripted thing and the Hail Mary. I doubt they'll run that play in the third quarter.
The support for the Bills has been
Reed's
solid.
talking about Who's the second best Hail Mary passer of all time? Doug Flutie.
Yeah. Doug Flutie. Oh, that's an interesting call.
It's the only Hail Mary that comes to mind, like that was
Hmm.
really iconic and stuck in my brain. I
Second
don't know,
best-
chat.
What about like Warren or Randall Cunningham?
I was going
Dante
to say
Culpepper
Cunningham.
had some.
Cunningham, just because I don't know if it's just the ability to throw the arm, throw it a long ways. Sometimes I really feel it comes down to coaching. And I don't know if Aaron brought something to Todd, but it does feel like they're just better organized when they get down there for some of these, because he's done it like 4 times. And I mean, meaningful ones. Jesus, that Lions game. Cordell Stewart for Colorado. That's one I do remember that now that you bring it up.
Oh, that was a great one.
Back when Colorado was likable. Kyle Bowler. That's from his knees.
Do you want to
we don't talk about Purdue in this house. Do you want to dance? Yeah, Fail Mary. That was an ugly mar on our sport.
That was Rogers. You're right.
It is. Anytime you complain about the refs, I feel like we need there needs to be like a 10, there probably is on YouTube. There has to be like a 8-minute montage of like the replacement refs fucking up. So anytime somebody has like a really bad day betting and they blame the refs, they should have to go watch that, because the replacement refs were comically worse. Like the refs might not be good, but it could get worse. I can guarantee you that. That was a tough hang, and it culminated with Fail Mary, because Fail Mary was a clusterfuck.
I'm sticking with my guns here, man. Under 21.5 is now -103. So we're not paying any juice on it. The Buffalo Bills keep getting bet, by the way. Oh, it's +100 now. So the over just keeps getting smushed here. So I kind of like this under now at +100. I was ready to fire when it was -112. All right. Under 21.5 +100 for me. Don't love it, but it is what it is. Did you put it up on the screen already?
Yeah.
I actually played it +100. 21.5, not 21.
Yeah. Oh, I put 21.5.
Oh, maybe I was you did put 21.
You want me to put a better price for you?
No, I got this. Yeah, that's what I actually bet. All right. Against the steam here. I agree with the steam on the Bills, although now fucking at the last minute, man, somebody comes in and carpet bombing the Jets. The market really likes two-way action here on the side. That's fun. This gonna be fun second half now. It's been a little bit of a weird game. The win. Do you want to guess on I don't have it up in terms of any other model, but do you want to guess what the ESPN win probability model drop was for the Buffalo Bills on the completed Hail Mary? How many percent?
I mean, they probably went from what? Because they started with the ball, they should have been up by 10. They probably went from like 73% to 61.
It dropped from 80.
80? That's too high.
It dropped from 82.5 to 64. So it was almost a 20% win probability drop, thanks to the millionth Hail Mary of Aaron Rodgers' career. We are not noted Aaron Rodgers guys, obviously, right? Yeah. You were not noted Aaron Rodgers guys. Any chance, Andy, that now that the Hail Mary is on tape and Aaron Rodgers has a little bit of a built-in excuse buffer? I did my part. We worried at all about him just trying not to throw a pick in the second half, so he can at least say, man, I tried to put the team on my back.
I think he wants to win some damn games. Like, it would be maddening to come back.
But I'm saying Bills come out and score a touchdown, like Aaron Rodgers basically goes into don't throw a pick mode.
I don't know. Is he fully like Steve Young at this point?
I don't think he's going to want to take a bunch of shots. He was getting hit in the drive prior to the Hail Mary drive.
Connolly here was watching the bookmaker screen. 410 to 170.
Oh, wow. So let's do the math on that real quick.
What's the inverse of plus
1 over 2.7? 1 over. Sorry, man. 1 over 2.7 is 37%. So they're pretty much in
63,
agreement
yeah.
there. 1 over 5.1 is 19%.
You
Yeah.
devalued that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, forget it. I just wanted to know the delta.
It's within
I
a
just
few
wanted to know the
percent.
delta.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know the delta. So
It
yeah,
still should
it's,
be big because U.S. odds are not linear.
oh, that's a good point. And there was
Well, I
probably
mean, but it
more,
probably
there was
was.
probably more vig in it at 410 than there was.
Yeah. So we're talking, I mean, it's 20 to 30, 35, 38.
Yeah, pretty
Still
cool.
a pretty big jump.
Yeah, that's cool. Almost a 20% win probability play. That was a gift. Job by Alan Lazard. The Jets
makes
defense
halftime a lot
showing
more
up
fun for
wouldn't the Jets defense showing up wouldn't make me wouldn't make me sad. Wouldn't mind it. Josh
They
Allen
haven't yet.
was well across. I know he wasn't. He was behind the line of scrimmage somehow still. Him just keeping doing those Superman stuff is gonna hurt for this under, that's for sure. Curtis Samuel got wide open for 38 yards there on a play that really felt like. Oh, I love how Allen looks right at the line, looks right down the line to see if he was across the line of scrimmage after he throws it. yeah, he didn't even bother to check before. But
that's a rule that I've always been a little cold on. Like any part of your body's like. There's been a few of those where the foot, like the trail foot, is behind the line of scrimmage, and the ball is like a full, yard ahead of it where he's throwing it. Like, I don't think that should happen. All right, should we do a recap show?
Yeah, we should. Just one last thought on Roy Davis. Did you ever heard of that name before? You know who this kid is?
Yeah.
Is it Roy or Ray?
Ray.
Ray Davis. You ever heard of him?
Roy. Yeah.
Yeah. Is how he's just the next coming of Barry Sanders.
He's a Discord legend.
Is he?
They have a wealth of riches at running back.
The Bills.
Ray Davis was Kentucky, I think, UK.
Ray Davis, 4th round pick, 128 overall from Kentucky. He apparently can play.
He's a beast.
He's running hard. All right,
let's got to hold him to a field goal here.
Let's kill it. All right, let's go do a pod.